Hey guys, everyone, right here back in another video, and today we're going to be doing a new fan review show episode on my friend Yako the Volcanic Muto's new film, Yako. Now again, this review is pre-recorded over the weekend after I live streamed, so again, my voice is still so-so. I am, trying to get my voice back, but what can you do? In the meantime, for about a week and a half now, my friend Yako the Volcanic Muto, I'm just going to call him Yako, has released his film, Yako. He's been waiting to actually release it for a long time. So again, massive congratulations. I remember when I first met him, I believe in like February of 2020. So yeah, it took a while for it to come out to the public, but that's okay. I absolutely enjoyed the movie and I'm going to be reviewing it here and now. So let's get into the pros of this movie. My biggest pro with this entire movie is that it had a really good plot from start to finish. Of course, there might have been some questions that I have, but I'm not going to answer or ask in this review. But again, the plot overall was really good. It smoothed nicely, and I enjoyed it for the entire film. Another great pro that was practically on par with the plot was character establishment. The character establishment in this film was very well done. Typically there'll be fan films or films that will start off in this cringy way of starting this battle or something, but I didn't entirely understand what was going on in the beginning, and that's how you should start a story with characters. That way you get the audience wondering, what is this all about? They stick around, try and purposely invest in the character story to understand them better, and once they do that, they enjoy the characters, and I did as well. I also greatly enjoyed the cinematography of this film, especially the shots we're seeing right now. I felt that they were very atmospheric, helped build up the movie, and definitely got me excited for most of the introductions to the villains, or what have you. I also really enjoyed the way the monster scenes were handled in this movie. Some of you might remember, but in the last Yako film, Godzilla the New Generation, which I did a fan review show episode on as well, I criticized the fact that there was way too many kaijus in the film. But because he actually added human stories and really gave depth to those stories and took major chunks of the film, that paved the way for the monster scenes to actually be meaningful rather than being 100% of the movie. Not to mention the hype that was built up for them was really well done, like for this scene.
Godzilla will launch in 3, 2, 1.
Let's get into the cons of this film. Now, unlike most reviews, I'm actually going to skip through the nitpicks real quick right now, so... So after saying all those nitpicks, the biggest con of all with this film that takes the biggest chunk out of the rate is the dialogue. The dialogue was not very good. It had way too many moments where it dragged on for far too long, similar to the shots, but I already mentioned that as a nitpick. And again, it wasn't very clear with many of the sentences they were saying. When you listen to some of the sentences they're saying, it's one of those things where you're like, wait a minute, you could just reword that to have said that, and it would have taken away 10 seconds of unnecessary dialogue.
I believe that is a superpower that you have, thermoregulation. I believe that you are special and you have a very special purpose.
Or this.
Godzilla died in your universe too? My Godzilla was killed by the Mutos in 97. What about you?
So, I'm not trying to sound rude when I'm saying this stuff, Yako. I'm just trying to get you to understand that if this dialogue were to be fixed, the runtime maybe wouldn't be as long if maybe you weren't a fan of the runtime, and the dialogue and story could have flowed better. I know I had said earlier that one of my pros was that the plot flowed well, but I think with the dialogue being fixed, it could have flowed even better, and then could have been an even bigger pro, and maybe wouldn't have taken out this much of a chunk from the rate. Alright, we are back after reviewing the pros and the cons of the film. Overall, even though I was very specific with the cons, that's how I always am, that doesn't mean I think the movie was bad. I love the movie, and I think for it being only a second fan film he's ever made, it was a really good project. But yeah, you get the picture. The film was great. I would rate it an 8.1 out of 10. I would encourage you guys to watch it if you have not. It has over 100 views, which is really good for his channel, considering that he only kind of started it after having many other channels prior. So again, encourage you watch it, encourage you comment. Don't just take my thoughts for granted. Watch it yourself. Maybe it might differ from mine, and I'm pretty sure he would appreciate your thoughts as well as mine. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Fan Review Show. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys later, and bye-bye.